Robbie,
What's up?
you got any 2021 goals? Nobody cares.
This is my city. I mean, no offense, but this is like it's almost the size of your leg. No offense. Hold on, let's finish this. Then we're gonna talk. Let's finish this. Yeah.
You would have lost this match without me.
I wouldn't have lost enough.
All that bull crap, but when I fell on him,
you missed. Why'd you miss? If you hadn't missed, we wouldn't have. When you said, what do you think about a triple threat spot? I was like, a fucking triple threat spot? We're training triple threats now? It's garbage, right? What I like about this spot, well, first of all, man, do triple threats happen a lot on the indies? One guy no-shows, one extra guy shows up. There's a lot of times where somebody's just gonna throw you in a triple threat. So having some triple threat experience is probably a good thing, probably something we need to do more of. What I like about this spot, it's not about the mood. Like the mood, it's this spot really is about motion in the ring, placement, reacting, playing off the other guy. Like I really like that because there's not a lot, you know, even for me who's like a real story heavy, fucking improvisational trainer, like that's a big focus for me. I still don't have a whole lot of drills like this where it's quite the focus is this, like learning positioning, playing off another guy. Now there's two guys in the ring you got to play off of. I like the way this spot works.
it's not about the moves that are done during this. It's literally about you're giving the reason why now me and you as heels don't like each other. You know, obviously we're in a match. We all three should want to win, but we also need to put the babyface in the babyface position for the babyface to come back later. And we are just doing, all three of us, these cool moves, then we're really not giving a story for one, which is the most important, but we're also really not giving anyone to cheer for, to root for, to have that old-fashioned like wrestling connection with, I want him to come back. This is it right now. It's not it. Is he dead? I don't know. Is he going to come back? Who knows? He's got two people. These two people are tagging up. But oh my gosh, these two people now don't like each other. Are they going to fight? Oh, they're not going to fight. Oh, they're pushing and shoving. Yeah, my guy's coming back. Oh, he's down. I don't know what's going to happen now. So it gives the match so many just cliffhangers, up and down roller coaster the whole time until finally we do start doing moves. And the first part of this match was the story. We put the story over.
It also connects the whole match together. Rather than a lot of times when you see triple threats and he's talking about like in out and out, it's like the guys restart. You know, like a heel, like it starts as a handicap match, and then once the face is out, then like the heels start over. And a lot of times you'll see them like circle and go into a lock, you know, or the faces will do that. You know what I mean? So like opening this and bleeding this through here, you've already done the work for that. So it makes it feel like more of a cohesive match rather than like Oh, here's a little handicap match. Here's a heel match we don't care about at all. Oh, now the face is back in. Now the face has 2 different matches, and then, oh, here's all our fucking 3-way falsies.
Triple threat matches are going to happen because one guy no shows or some guy shows up and they say, yeah, stick him in this match. And if that does happen, most of the time it's might be your first, second time on a show. You don't really have a spot on the show. So there's no real reason, out of this triple threat that a promoter would say, okay, I want you back. So to have a triple threat, have this blueprint where you can plug in your moves, you can plug in your move, your character, but play off this blueprint, whatever, like his moves don't matter right here, but you're gonna get a reaction. And any good promoter, good booker should be watching for the reactions, should be listening to the crowd. And that's when he's gonna say, wow, you guys told the story, I didn't give you that much time, we had an impromptu triple threat, even against all that, you still got my crowd entertained, they're still gonna come back, and that's a good way for you to get booked again.
So let me add to that. Jump up here, Robbie. I'm gonna tell it story time real quick. The first time I went away from Springfield and I worked another show, I went down to MPW and I was supposed to wrestle the Stud. And I can't say enough good things about the Stud. He was this old Harley riding beer belly guy. He was missing his front teeth. He walked in and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the guy I'm wrestling. He was great. They threw into our match this guy who was like 6'7". His name was Elegantes Loco, and they made a triple threat real quick. That guy came to us right away and was like, okay, so my back hurts. I don't know if I can do anything tonight, but they asked me to work. And I was like, that doesn't sound like how that works at all. But whatever. So we set up this thing where at the beginning he was going to roll out, he was going to hide under the ring, and me and the Stud were going to wrestle. So cool. Once we got out there, as soon as me and the Stud went to wrestle, he did not roll out of the ring. Instead, he came over and clubbed us both. And so we had to work a completely impromptu triple threat. And I decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to take it to these guys. And I don't know what's going on, but I know if I take it to them, I'll look good. And so I took it to them. And I did not hesitate on anything I did. I just went out there and I owned it, and I had to be aggressive and feel natural and move. And when I came back, the promoter was like, man, I expected that match to fall apart because Elegantes Loco is trash. And I don't think he had a high opinion of the Stud. I love the Stud. Working with the Stud was great. But he was like, and I was new. It was my first time there. They didn't know me. I'm a wild card. And he was like, I expected that match to fall apart, but you were out there taking it to those guys. Every time I looked through the curtain, you were taking it to them. I want you back. So, on top of if you have, if you can make a triple threat work, if you're comfortable in this to just kind of attack it, like that is another way for you to get noticed. And so that's another thing I like about it. This is a good drill to get comfortable in that. Even if we're not, and I kind of like that it hasn't gone exactly how we planned it any of the times, because it's like training to react and training to keep moving and stay on the fly. And if you can have that confidence to just roll with it, that can take you a lot further than having a good match or making sure all your spots are clean, because you can't always guarantee that's going to happen. You can't always guarantee you're going to be out there with somebody worth a shit.